A very pleasant good morning to all. I am Dr.S.Vijayarani, Associate Professor, Department of Sociology, Sita Lakshmi Ramaswamy College. In this video, I am going to discuss about the structure and functions of National Commission for Women, which is a statutory body established in India to protect the rights of women. Women constitute nearly half of the population of India. Their position in the society has undergone various changes, and now they are empowered and become economically independent and equivalent to men in all fields. Even then, the attitude of the society towards women is not changed as expected. Till today, they have to fight for certain rights to be fulfilled. The National Commission for Women was set up as a statutory body in January 1992 under the National Commission for Women Act 1990 with the main objectives of to review the constitutional and legal safeguards for women, recommend and remedial legislative measures, facilitate redressal of grievances, and advise the government on all policy matters affecting women. The Committee on the Status of Women in India recommended nearly 2 decades ago the setting up of a National Commission for Women to fulfill the surveillance function to facilitate redressal of grievances and to accelerate the socio-economic development of women. Successive committees, commissions, plans, including the National Perspective Plan for Women from 1988 to 2000, recommended the constitution of an apex body for women. During 1990, the central government held consultations with non-governmental organizations, social workers, and experts regarding the structure, functions, powers, etc. of the commission proposed to be set up. In May 1990, the bill was introduced in the Lok Sabha. In July 1990, the HRD Ministry organized a national level conference to elicit suggestions regarding the bill. In August 1990, the government moved several amendments and introduced new provisions to vest the Commission with the power of a civil court. The bill was passed and received assent of the President on 30th August 1990. The first commission of the National Commission for Women was constituted on 31st January 1992 with Mrs. Jayanti Patnaik as their chairperson. The second commission was constituted on July 1995 with Dr. Mrs. Mohini Giri as the chairperson. The third commission was set up on January 1999 with Mrs. Vibha Parthasarathi as the chairperson. The fourth commission was constituted on January 2002 and the government has nominated Dr. Purnima Advani as the chairperson. The fifth commission has been constituted on February 2005 and the government has nominated Dr. Girija Vyas as the chairperson. The central government shall constitute a body to be known as the National Commission for Women to exercise the powers conferred on and to perform the functions assigned to it under this Act. The Commission shall consist of a chairperson committed to the cause of women to be nominated by the central government, 5 members to be nominated by the central government from amongst persons of ability, integrity, and standing who have had experience in law or legislation, trade unionism, management of an industry, potential of women, women's voluntary organizations, including women activists, administration, economic development, health, education, or social welfare, provided that at least one member of each shall be from amongst persons belonging to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes respectively. A member secretary to be nominated by the central government who shall be an expert in the field of management, organizational structure or sociological movement, or an officer who is a member of a civil service of the union or of an all India service or holds a civil post under the union with appropriate experience. The various cells of the commissions are complaints and counseling cell, legal cell, research and studies cell, Public Relations Cell, RTI Cell, and NRI Cell. Regarding the functions of National Commission for Women, the Commission shall perform all or any of the following functions, namely, investigate and examine all matters relating to the safeguards provided for women under the Constitution and other laws, present to the central government annually and such other times as the Commission may deem it. Reports upon the working of those safeguards, make in such reports recommendations for the effective implementation of those safeguards for the improving conditions of women by the Union or any state. The Commission also reviews from time to time the existing provisions of the Constitution and other laws affecting women and recommend amendments thereto so as to suggest remedial legislative measures to meet any lacunae, inadequacies, or shortcomings in such legislations. Take up cases of violation of the provisions of the Constitution and of other laws relating to women with the appropriate authorities. The Commission also look into the complaints and take suo motu notice of matters relating to deprivation of women's rights, non-implementation of laws enacted to provide protection to women and also to achieve the objective of equality and development, non-compliance of policy decisions, guidelines or instructions aimed at mitigating hardships and ensuring welfare and providing relief to women, and take up the issues arising out of such matters with appropriate authorities. The Commission also called for special studies to investigate into specific problems or situations arising out of discrimination and atrocities against women and identify the constraints so as to recommend strategies for their removal, undertake promotional and educational research so as to suggest ways of ensuring due representation of women in all spheres, and identify factors responsible for impeding their advancement such as lack of access to housing and basic services, inadequate support services and technologies for reducing drudgery and occupational health hazards and for increasing their productivity. The Commission advises and participates on the planning process of the socio-economic development of women, evaluate the progress and development of women under the Union and any state, inspect or cause to inspected at jail, remand home, women's institution or any other place of custody where women are kept as prisoners or otherwise, and take up with the concerned authorities for remedial action if found necessary. The Commission take into consideration the fund litigation involving issues affecting a large body of women, making periodical reports to the government on any matter pertaining to women and in particular various difficulties under which women toil and any other matter which may be referred to it by the central government. Coming to the activities of the National Commission for Women, it generates legal awareness among women, thus equip them with the knowledge of their legal rights and with the capacity to use those rights, assisting women in redressal of their grievances through pre-litigation services, facilitating speedy delivery of justice to women by organizing Parivarik Mahila Lok Adalats in different parts of the country. The Commission reviews the existing provisions of the Constitution and other laws affecting women and recommend amendments thereto. Any lacunae, inadequacies or shortcomings in such legislations. Organizing promotional activities to mobilize women and get information about their status and recommend paradigm shift in the empowerment of women. Investigate and examine all matters relating to the safeguards provided for women under the Constitution and other laws. The Commission reviews from time to time the existing provisions of the Constitution and other laws affecting women, taking up cases of violation of the provisions of the Constitution and other laws, looking into complaints and take suo notice of the matters, deprivation of women's rights, special studies or investigations into specific problems or situations arising out of discrimination and atrocities against women. The Commission undertakes promotional and educational research so as to suggest ways of ensuring due representation of women in all spheres and identify factors responsible for impeding their advancement, advise on the planning process of socio-economic development of women, evaluate the progress of the development of women under the Union and any state. The Commission has the right to inspect a jail, remand home, women's institution, or any other place of custody where women are kept as prisoners or otherwise take up with the concerned authorities for remedial action if found necessary, fund litigation involving issues affecting a large body of women. The mission of National Commission for Women is to strive towards enabling women to achieve equality and equal participation in all spheres of life by securing her due rights and entitlements through suitable policy formulation, legislative measures, effective enforcement of laws, implementation of schemes, policies, and devising strategies for solution of specific problems or situations arising out of discrimination and atrocities against women. The vision of NCW is the Indian women secure in her home and outside all her rights and entitlements with opportunity to contribute equally in all walks of life. With this mission and vision, the National Commission for Women is successfully functioning and now successfully eradicating the violations against women nowadays. Thank you.